Welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio from Peace River Center, Larry Williams. He's the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
For those that might not know, can you give us the view from 30,000 foot? A little bit of a general overview of what Peace River Center does.
Sure. So Peace River Center is a mental health organization. We're a not-for-profit. We've been around since 1948. We started out doing children's services for the emotional and psychological well-being of children. Today we carry on that tradition where we're one of only 2 facilities in Central Florida that actually treat children ages 4 to 10. So we're very proud of that fact. So we take care of children and adults. We have inpatient and outpatient services, as well as we do a little bit of substance use and abuse as far as treating folks that have those substance addictions. And we end up with Bartow CSU, which is our crisis stabilization unit. You know, when people are in crisis, we have our 24-hour hotline that they can call. If they're past the point where our crisis response team members can go out and connect them with services, whether that's a therapist or a psychiatrist or whatever they might be experiencing. If they're beyond that point, then the sheriff's office can get involved and possibly do a Baker Act at that point.
With a county of over 2,000 square miles, 17 municipalities at least, what's it take to give services to the residents of Polk County that need it the most?
So one of the things is we don't just cover Polk. We're Polk, Highlands, and Hardee, so we're in the Tri-County area here, same as the 10th Judicial Circuit. So it takes a lot. We have 400 employees. We have a $37 million budget, and we have 25 different locations in the Tri-County area, most of them here in Polk, most of them in Lakeland. 80% of our work is done here in Polk.
Coming out of the pandemic, there has never really been more of a need for mental health services, and you guys are there to answer the call. Talk about some of the things that you guys are, you know, that we really never knew existed until, you know, the pandemic, you know, being kind of on a lockdown, limited communication amongst like what we would normally have. Talk about what you guys are seeing.
Right, so Brian, we've just gone back to full in-person services, right? Because we were able to do telehealth, but it's like being on TV. You can't get the full perspective of actually being there in person and being live. And talking to the person one-on-one. It's like 2-dimensional as opposed to 3-dimensional. So we see that folks, we like to socialize. We like the socialization. And so as humans, we need that. And when we were confined for over a year and isolated and cut off, we see that anxiety's up, depression's up. Not necessarily the diagnosed bipolar schizophrenia stuff, but certainly the pandemic added to their anxiety and stress as well for the folks that are having diagnosed mental illness.
Recently, money that came along with the pandemic due to the American Rescue Plan allocated to the county. A lot of nonprofits that give the services to the residents of the county have received money. You guys have received money. Talk to me a little bit about the process and tell me a little bit about, you know, trying to help those that need it the most with this money.
Right. So our ask from the county, and I'll just take a minute to thank the Board of County Commissioners for all their help, because they do support Peace River Center in this county. And I'm born and raised here in Polk County, so I appreciate the board and all that they do for us. To answer your question, yes, sir. You know, we asked specifically for those funds to go to our Bartow Crisis Stabilization Unit. When somebody's in mental crisis and have to be Baker Acted, that facility was built in 1989, and we haven't had any upgrades, major upgrades or overhauls, rehabilitation to that facility. Our main concern was the virus and COVID and how it can be transmitted. So we're having to actually cut out some concrete walls, tear down some barriers, open up some spaces so we can practice social distancing. We've redone all the flooring, cabinetry, counter spaces, because as you can imagine, cabinets and counter spaces in 1989 were porous.
Oh yeah.
They were not conducive to bleach every day and cleaning every day, and now that's what we have to do to control. And so we overhauled all that. We ended up rehabilitating the air conditioning system, almost like a hospital ventilation system, opened up those walls so we had better airflow.
Well, we've got just a few minutes left. What I want you to do is talk about the need for what you guys do and explain to the folks that what you do is critical to the day-to-day operations for the residents and visitors of Polk County.
There's a national benchmark, 310 citizens to one mental health care provider. In the state of Florida, that's about 670 citizens per one mental health care provider. Here in the county, it's over 1,000 citizens per mental health care provider. So please bear with us. If you need help, we're there for you. It may take us some time. If you can't get to us soon enough, please call our crisis line. We have a 24/7 manned. You can text us or call us. Hopefully the number will be on the screen so that you can call us at 863-519-3744. Please call us if you're in crisis or you need somebody to talk to, because that's what we're here to do, is help the people of Polk County. And like I said, we've been here since 1948.
Well, Larry, I want to thank you for coming in on the show with me today. First time, and hopefully there'll be a few more times.
Absolutely.
Whenever your staff comes in, I've got to commend you. We get you in. We try and get you in once a month, and your staff is just incredible, so knowledgeable, and enjoy sharing with the community the services that you have to offer. And please come back and see me again.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
The mission of Peace River Center is to engage, restore, and empower individuals in our community to reach their fullest potential. Their services are person-centered, trauma-informed, evidence-based, and culturally responsive. Their commitment to the well-being of the patients extends beyond the services they provide directly. They work in a collaborative effort with other healthcare providers in each community to ensure patients' total healthcare needs are met. By supporting Peace River Center, you'll be helping them make a positive impact in the lives of the people they serve in this community. Whether it's a small gift or a bit of your spare time, just contributing to their goal to help build emotional wellness in our communities. Now, if you need more information on them, look them up on the web at peacerivercenter.org, or if you're in need of help, call their 24-hour crisis line at 863-519-3744.